Okay, so in the first part, we talked about how we can represent our 2-digit numbers with our Quick 10 drawings, which we have done a lot, and so we're really used to this, and we're all really good at this. And we can also find the total by counting our 10s together and then counting our 1s together. We're adding them. And we can write our answer out in a place value chart to make sure that the numbers that we have represent the correct value that they represent. I have 3 10s. I have 7 1s. So this is very similar to what we have been doing in class, but we are going to move into learning how to do it without having to draw a picture. So in our last video, we drew a picture. We drew a Quick 10 drawing to represent this. This time, we're going to do the same steps that we did in our Quick 10 drawing. We're just not going to make a drawing. So I'm going to put my place value chart here at the end. This is always my first step. And the reason is because it helps me make sure that my answer is organized and that the numbers I put in my answer are in the correct place value. Then, once I have finished my place value chart, I'm going to go ahead and add my 1s. So in the past, we've kind of counted our 10s first, which has worked. But sometimes whenever we have to bundle some 1s up to make a new 10, then I have to go back and change my 10. So from now on, we are going to make sure we're adding our 1s first every time. And to make sure I'm adding my 1s first, I'm going to do a little annotation on here. I'm going to break it apart how we do with our word problems. So I'm going to circle my 1s. So if you look here, I have a 4 in my 1s place for 24, so I'm going to circle it. And then in 13, I have a 3 in my 1s place, so I'm going to circle it. And I know my 1s are going to add up, and they're going to go in my 1s place here. So I'm just going to say 4 plus 3. And I know 4 plus 3 is 7. And if I needed to check on my fingers, I definitely can do that. So I'm going to put my 7 in my 1s place. And then I still have to fill in my 10s place. So I'm going to go back to my numbers. I'm not going to circle my 10s because I want to make sure that when I look at this number sentence, I can quickly look at it and see where my 10s and my 1s are. Right now, I can quickly see my 1s are circled. And now I'm going to underline my 10s. So in 24, I have 2 10s. In 13, I have 1 10. Okay? And so then I'm going to add these. 2 plus 1 is 3. And I'll put that in my 10s place. Because I don't just have 3, I have 3 10s. I have 2 10s and 1 10 makes 3 10s. Okay? And we can quickly look at this problem and see where my 10s are and where my 1s are. And because I set up my answer with a place value chart, I can really easily see where my 10s are and where my 1s are. And it allowed me to be really careful and make sure that I didn't accidentally put my 1s in front of my 10s. So I'm going to do a couple more like this. And if you start to feel confident that you can do some of these on your own, then you can pause the video and work it out yourself before I do, and then see if we have the same answer. So I'm setting up 54 plus 13. And I went ahead right away and put my place value chart. I do not want to forget that because that is going to help me make sure I am organized. And then remember, from now on, we are always adding our 1s first. So I'm going to go ahead and find those and circle them. So I'm going to circle my 4 and my 3. So I know 4 plus 3 is 7. And we actually just did this one last time, so it's fresh on my mind. And then I'm going to underline my 10s. So I have 5 10s and 1 10. I'm going to put those together. 5 plus 1 is 6 10s. And would you look at that? 6 7. Okay. 67. So that is the answer for this one. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and stop this one, and in the next video, I'll be only working them out and giving you some time to work by yourself.